Some new developments now in the Fast and Furious investigation. House Oversight Committee Chairman Darrell Issa extending a hand to Attorney General Eric Holder, saying the AG can still avoid contempt of Congress proceedings if he hands over critical documents related to that botched gun-running scheme. And a recent Fox News poll backs up the idea that the Attorney General should be held responsible for the bungled operation. 34% of registered voters say Holder should be fired. 32% say he should be reprimanded. Joining us now, California Congressman and Chairman of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, Darrell Issa. How many documents has the Attorney General given your committee thus far?
We've had about 7,000 pages, which sounds like a lot until you realize a huge part of them were basically just public things off a website. By comparison, the Inspector General has over 80,000 pages. But it's not the amount of pages, it's a question of did he answer our questions. For example, we've got a false document on February 4th. 10 months later, they admitted that there were not just material misstatements, but outright lies about gun walking. And we've asked who created that document and who caused us to be lied to, and we've received no answer on that.
Does it suggest to you that you're going to have to move forward with these contempt proceedings that you've been talking about?
Well, John, yesterday I sent a letter to 31 of my colleagues, all Democrats, who had previously sent a letter to the President asking for the Attorney General to fully cooperate. And in that letter we sent all 64 pages of where we have not been given cooperation. Our hope is to reach across the aisle, not just in our committee, but the whole conference, and make the case that we need more cooperation. We're hoping that Democrats have the ability to convince the President to get his Attorney General to do what he should do and cooperate with Congress, something that historically has been difficult, but not impossible.
Well, you've heard the criticism that this is just a political witch hunt of sorts because you're a Republican, it's a Republican-led committee, and you're going after the administration of a Democratic president.
Well, certainly it happens with either party in power. I've seen these. It'd be harder when the party in the House is the opposite party of the president. But let's understand, Brian Terry's family, I don't know whether they're Republicans or Democrats. Many of them are high-ranking people in law enforcement who just want an answer to who was responsible for Brian Terry being killed with weapons that were given or sold to the worst of the worst by our own government.
Well, and you have gotten support from some members of the Democratic caucus, including Joe Donnelly, who says he supports your efforts to get more information out of the Attorney General's office.
Well, and John, that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to depoliticize this, make it about getting to the truth, make sure that people understand that this is too important to the American people to make it about politics. Will we go to contempt? Of course we could. But the fact is, what we want is the kind of discovery and the kind of changes the American people want us to have, including making sure we never let guns walk again, but also that the Terry family knows the people responsible are held accountable through dismissal, reprimand, whatever's appropriate. But clearly that hasn't happened, and that's what we'd like to get to. We think that reaching across the aisle is a good way. We make the case. We have career professionals who have prepared these documents, and we're going to take the time that is necessary to make sure every member of Congress knows what we need, why we need it, and that we're not getting it.
Congressman Darrell Issa is the chairman of the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. Congressman, thank you.